we're Tom and Bunny, and this is Our Life Without Limits. And tonight we're going to discuss swinging with a single male, why they're needed, and why they're wanted.
Watch our intro. We'll be right back.
Hello again, everybody. Tonight we're going to be discussing swinging with a single male.
Swinging with the single male.
Yes.
Now, what brings this topic up?
What brings this topic up is we've got a lot of new people coming into the lifestyle.
And we're getting a lot of emails on it.
And we're getting a lot of emails on it. A lot of the younger people don't quite understand why single males can be an asset.
And why they're in the lifestyle.
Absolutely.
You know, when we got in the lifestyle 20 plus years ago, single males were so frowned upon. I mean, if couples talked about them, they were talking about how they should be extinct. I mean, dead, shot, murdered, get out of here. And now the tides have changed.
Yes, they have.
Now single males are almost as desired or more desirable than single females. Before, couples only wanted single females.
Right.
And now the females are being a little more testosterone and saying, you get yours, I get mine.
That is true. And a lot of it is, in the beginning you think, okay, well, as we get older, men suffer a little bit of ED.
Erectile dysfunction for people like Bunny.
Yes. For the college graduate. But also now, the younger people coming up,
they don't understand erectile dysfunction.
They don't understand it, but the younger girls, they're a little more aggressive.
Right. You know, guys, as much as you think you have stamina, the girls can outperform you any day of the week. I mean, think of doing a 100-yard dash 10 times in a row. The girls can do it, guys can probably get away with 1-2 times, but they start slowing down. It takes a little while to get their energy back up, and the girls are still raring and ready to go.
Ready to go.
That sucks.
That sucks bad.
Why'd they put us on opposite sides of the spectrum?
Bad joke. A bad joke.
So we decided to do this video because we have been getting some emails, and we do run one of the largest parties in the nation that caters to single men on Sundays. And we absolutely love our Sunday parties. And after, like we talked about 20 years ago, we wanted nothing to do with single men. No. And it wasn't until after we started our Sunday parties, and even then, we were just facilitating a place for couples to meet single men. We still weren't really that interested in it. And it wasn't until one gentleman comes up, he talks to both of us, because normally they wait till I go to the bathroom or I go somewhere, then they approach her, and that's an automatic no in our book, our minds, everything.
In
most people.
Yes.
There are a lot of people that do allow that, but he came up, he talked to both of us equally. He introduced himself to me and Bunny. He told me what a beautiful wife I had and that he was interested, and he didn't want to put any pressure on us. So he said he was going to go sit down, and if we were interested, come over and talk to him. As I'm sitting there watching Bunny drool, because he was a good-looking guy, still is. He might be watching this. That was our first experience with a single male, and Bunny had a great time.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I did. But he walked away and allowed us to discuss it
privately.
In private.
Yes.
And didn't just stand over us. Well,
you want to go? Yeah. So we decided to share our experience, and while we do entertain with single men, we don't do it as often as other couples, but we pick and choose who we want to play with on a given night.
And for the people out there that have not played with single men or are not interested, a lot of them don't want to go to parties where single men are.
Right.
And this is basically for them to understand why there are so many single men in the lifestyle.
Right.
Like I said before, erectile dysfunction is a big one.
Yes.
There are a lot of couples who are into gangbangs.
Now, what's a gangbang?
A gangbang is where one female would like to have multiples of men.
I mean, multiples of men. Not a threesome, not a foursome. A gangbang is as many as she can handle.
Yes. And
that 100-yard dash.
Most of the time, her husband is involved.
Yes.
And he is the one picking
and choosing which guys can play with her and which guys cannot. She's putting her trust in her husband while he's setting up the next guy while she's playing with the current guy.
Yes.
Then there's the cuckold couples.
Yes.
Now, a cuckold couple is where the guy wants to see his wife with another guy, but it's kind of like a bondage, S&M, humiliation thing. There's different realms of everything, but the cuckold couple, he wants to be kind of humiliated, like she's cheating on him in front of him, and she's going to demean him, and so is the guy. And then there's the stag. We found out what a stag was. I literally saw it on a profile on one of the websites, and I actually emailed him and I said, what is a stag and what is a pog? Because I thought we were pretty lifestyle savvy with the terms. And he says a stag is kind of like a cuckold, but he doesn't want to be humiliated. He wants the respect of the other guy. So in other words, the other guy needs to come to him and ask if he could play with the guy's wife, and then he decides if the guy could play with his wife, and the guy needs to respect that he is in charge, not the woman in that sense. The woman can still say no, I think.
I don't know. Depends on their relationship.
Depends on their relationship and their status. And then we found out that there's a term called a pog.
Yes.
Bunny will not let me refer to her as a pog, and if you do, she will hit me, so please don't do that. A pog, I had to ask him that too, is a fat-ass white girl. Not F-A-T, but P-H-A-T, meaning good-ass white girl.
So it's still good, but I don't want to be referred to as a fat ass.
Right.
Anyway.
Any way, shape, or form. So then there's couples where the guy may not be average or above average. He wants his wife to be fulfilled sexually and satisfied completely, so they seek out the bulls. Bulls are typically black men with BBCs, but there are white guys just as big as a black guy, so don't let that connotation fool you.
And some females have married, they want somebody more domineering than their husband is.
And that's what a bull does. A bull doesn't humiliate the husband, he dominates the wife.
That is correct.
He flips her over, turns her upside down, and rocks her world for an hour or so. And then back to married life.
Move back on.
Yes.
Now, the single men that are in the lifestyle, most of them they're on a hall pass. They're traveling throughout. Businessmen.
Right. I see emails all the time, not emails, but on matchmaker sites where a guy's coming into town and he's looking to hook up with a couple.
Newly single men.
Divorced.
Divorced.
Widowed.
Who are not ready for a relationship,
right,
but they still want to have fun. So yeah, most of the men out there are just as respectable as the couples, and they're just as discreet.
They just don't have a female attached to them. And so therefore, at our club, we're very sex positive in the fact that we expect our single men to treat our couples and single ladies with the utmost respect.
Absolutely.
But couples and single ladies, we expect you to treat our single men with the same due respect that you expect of them. So don't get on a high horse because this guy is a single male. Because he may not be your cup of tea, he's somebody's cup of tea, and he does offer something.
And don't get mad if he just starts a conversation with you. How is he gonna know who wants to play and who doesn't?
Correct. So the best thing is, you know what, you might be the guy's best friend in the world and not play with them. I mean, a lot of these guys, me and you talk for hours with, and doesn't mean they're gonna get anywhere. They don't even try to get anywhere. They just like our conversation. And again, you may not be in a single men today. We weren't in a single men for, what, 15 years? Yeah, about 13 to 15 years.
Yeah.
So life evolves.
It does, especially in our lifestyle.
So don't close your mind. Now, single men, there's a couple things that we'll tell you what our turnoffs were. Not saying that to everybody, just Tom and Bunny's turnoffs. One was, my big thing was when a guy would come to me and he would sit there and give me the, oh, woe is me, I'm single, I wish I had what you had. Guess what? You're not getting 5 feet near what I have, because now I feel that you're gonna try to talk to her behind my back or try to sway her. I trust Bunny 1,000%. I just don't need her put in that position.
No. Compliment me.
But with me standing there.
Yes. But don't say, hey, your wife is super hot, she's super nice, I really wish that I had what you had. That's a little invading on territory, I think.
Yeah, say your wife's really hot, I'd love to play with you guys.
Yeah.
That's okay. Don't say you want what I have.
No.
Bunny, she always says, I would say the attraction is when the person sees you.
Yes.
The couple sees you walking in the door. Don't mistake that. Every couple, whether they like single men or not, are noticing every person walking through that door. The girl knows within the second you walk in, with what you're wearing, your attitude, your demeanor, your walk, if you're compatible with her. Now there's girls that are compatible with every guy. That's perfectly fine. Bunny tends to have more stricter guidelines. So, and this isn't a sales pitch for Bunny, I'm just giving you our example. So she sees someone walk in, she'll tell me, hey, he's a good looking guy. Then the guy walks up and says something. And the minute I see Bunny turn around and walk away, it's because he didn't know how to talk.
No.
Basically, we call it, she saw the idiot in him. And while it's just sex, you still got to have a conversation with people. People want to have something in common.
Well, and it's going back to what we've discussed before. We are swingers. We're in the lifestyle. We've been there for 20 years. We're not hardcore. So I'm not going to just jump downstairs and have sex with the first person that I think is good looking because he's good looking and he's hot.
And there's couples that are.
Yes.
We just aren't that couple.
No.
No. Again, how you dress
is utmost important.
Your hair, your grooming habits. Because how you dress and how you groom yourself tells a couple if you're safe in their mind. The first thing they're going to look at for safety is your cleanliness. If you smell, honestly, do the smell check. I hear all the time, guys, oh, when I go down on a girl, I do the sniff test. You know what I'm talking about. Don't call bullshit on this. Everyone says, oh, I do the smell test, and if it smells rotten, I don't go there. The girls smell you. They smell you. They could smell you walking up, and if you smell dirty, you're not getting down their panties.
Ball sweat it's not attractive.
Armpit sweat, anything. Come to a club clean. I mean, realistic, I'm not yelling at you guys, I'm just being straightforward with you guys. We have a rule at our club, and we came up with a dress code surely because of what the girls told us they do not like. One is the owners. No white beater shirts. Girls do not find that attractive. As much as you think the thug look looks good, some girls like it. Most girls that dress like Bunny, which most of them do not like that.
We've taken a lot of time to prepare ourselves, and for us to look good, I don't want you to just throw on a t-shirt and come out.
Right. Holy shirts, t-shirts, baggy pants, holes in your pants. Stained shirts, baseball caps. Take a minute. I mean, think about how much time these girls are preparing for you.
And we do understand that baseball caps, that's in style. But it's
not in a
also
swing club. Not in a nightclub.
Not nightclubs.
Not in our nightclub.
Most of the time, you're not going to be able to wear them in an upscale nightclub. You're not going to be able to wear them in our club either.
Correct. Now, there are clubs out there that will allow baseball caps. They don't have the standards that Club FA has, and there's nothing wrong with that. Club FA considers ourselves an upscale swinger club for upscale couples and singles. So therefore, somebody who comes and spends money to walk in our door and takes the time to dress appropriately wants to be around other people who take that time. And literally, when people come in looking like they just woke up off the couch with their hair messy, that's one of our biggest complaints is how do we let them in there?
Trust me, we see it.
And we won't turn people away. We'll give them a warning. The owner hates shower shoes and flip-flops. Don't wear the shower shoes and flip-flops. It looks tacky. It's in style on the beach.
Don't wear socks with sandals.
Don't wear socks with sandals. That's in style in the county jail.
I know a lot of guys wear it.
They might be coming from there. No, I'm just kidding, guys. We're just having fun here. Realistically, though, dress in slacks, dress in jeans, dress in button-down shirts are nice shirts. People wear cowboy hats, fedoras, I call them the little gangster hats, snap front hats, but they wear stylish hats. That's acceptable. Baseball caps with flat rims, and you're trying to give the thug look, that's great for a motorcycle rally.
Not even so much the thug look, because now in country music and cowboys, the cowboy hats are
going out of style. They're going with baseball caps.
But still,
I'm talking the flat brim caps, the thug cap, yeah.
But also now, we've gone over dressing, we've gone over smelling good, looking good, speaking to both people. When you're back there playing, don't be the creepy guy in the corner. If somebody's playing and you want to watch, ask them.
Ask them. People don't mind being watched as long as you respect them and say, hey, do you mind if I watch? They might say, do you want to join in? Then you're gold. You can ask them if you could join in. If they say no, say, do you mind if I watch? And they say no, move on. There's other people that do want your presence.
Yes. There are, and I've heard it from both other single men and from couples, the guy that's constantly jacking off. And they'll just be sitting there watching somebody and they keep getting hit in the back or something like that.
Guys and girls. And they're like right over someone's head.
Yeah.
Don't jack off within 3 feet of somebody unless you're part of the action.
Right. And the biggest one, do not touch without asking.
Don't touch without asking, because that will get you kicked out of not only our club, but probably any club in the nation. Any respectable club, that is. And that goes for guys and couples.
Yes, and guys and girls.
Yes.
Because a lot of girls think that they have the right to touch whoever
I don't want to get touched by every girl.
No.
Just because you have a vagina doesn't mean I want it.
No. And just because you have a vagina doesn't mean that I want it.
Correct. That's true. That's true. I know. I didn't want to think about that.
Not all females are bi.
That's true. So with that, just remember, respect each other. That goes for couples, single women, and single men. It's always polite to say no thank you. Accept a no thank you. Don't call them a whore or a bitch or anything because they don't want you, because that does happen. Anything you do like that just gives you a bad rep in the lifestyle and you will be asked to leave. We don't want to have to ask you to leave. We want you there. We want everyone to be there. We want them sex positive. By all means, if the couple requires you to wear a condom, don't take the condom off. Don't mid-stroke take it off. Don't try to play games.
No.
If you don't want to wear a condom, they want you to wear a condom, move on. That's all I could suggest on that one. We've heard enough where people have almost gotten into fights over that. So we don't want to have, we rarely have any altercations. We don't need undue altercations. So come on out. Come to our club, Club FA. We'll put all the information. All the stuff we talked about, gangbangs, cuckold, stag, pog, bowls, condom use. Huh?
BBC.
BBCs.
For those of you that don't know.
Or BWCs.
BWCs, yes.
Big white cock.
Big white cock.
Well, they keep calling me a dick, so I'm assuming
Right.
I'm a BWC.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing, baby.
It is. And bukkake.
And bukkake.
Watched that on a movie last night, and that was kind of funny. So
find all of the information on our website.
swingwithtomandbunny.com.
Yes. And please send any questions, any comments, anything that you want to see us discuss.
Yes, we're doing this video because somebody emailed us specifically wanting us to do a video because people actually like the way we talk to you. We talk to you like we're talking to you right here, right now. And we would talk no differently if you were standing right here.
Because like we said it before,
actually,
we're not
we might be a little more open.
Yeah, and God forbid if we were drinking.
Yeah, then you get the brutal truth.
Like we say before, we're not therapists. We're not marriage counselors. We've been in this lifestyle for 20 years. We run one of the largest swing clubs in North America. We've seen a lot. We've done a lot. Not going to say we've seen it all, because I guarantee it's never going to do it.
You're going to do something we're going to talk about. I guarantee it.
I guarantee it. We might give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, so you forget about it, but we'll remind you.
So look us up on swingwithtomandbunny.com.
Subscribe to our YouTube. It's really easy. Click on the YouTube link at the bottom right of any of the videos. It'll take you to the YouTube. Click subscribe because you'll be notified of all these cool, fun videos. Go to swingwithtomandbunny.com, and our Instagram and our Twitter accounts are on there. You can subscribe and follow us on those. We randomly take pictures and throw those up there of what we're doing on a daily basis. And check us out on ASN Swingers TV. They are running our videos 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, nonstop.
Yes.
And soon we will be putting all this on podcast, so you could be listening to it in your car.
With their kids?
Why not? Sex positive. Yeah. We're going to be talking about family and swinging pretty soon. Not that way, but opening up to your family.
Yes.
That's going to be one of our next videos of should you discuss swinging with your family. That includes kids, parents, aunts, uncles, whoever our family might be.
Everybody has their own agenda on it.
Right, and we'll tell you how we do it and how we recommend or do not recommend others to do it. So definitely tune into our next video. So until then, happy swinging, have a great night.
Have a great week, and we'll see you again next time.
And hopefully we'll see you at Club FA.
Absolutely.
Good night.